So, who's ready to join in on more Persona or whatever? Just don't know. Just don't know. I just really don't know anymore. Yeah. Just feel I might as well just stay alone. I just feel like I'm better just alone. I've been alone, but yet, if I am alone, I cannot hurt anyone. Just feel that way. If I don't have anyone, I cannot hurt anyone. Just stay here on my own. Hey there. How are you? I'm not fine myself, so I don't know what to say. Just here playing this damn game, which for some reason I don't know why did I bought, or why did I even bought myself this. Okay. And there's Morgana, cute Morgana.
How can I help you?
Second chance. Hey, did you have the city armor? I was watching it now.
Come on.
Well, maybe because I just want to erase something like that or something. DVD right there. Hey, you're the only one that has go. Peace out. Sign me up. Why not? You didn't shake it when you ran Amamiya. You were nervous, weren't you? And for now, you can borrow DD's turn today. Alright then. Welcome. What can I do for you? very much. Please come back soon.
Please, take your time.
Okay, let's buy some stuff.
Hey!
Goody Boy and Bamboo reopening soon. Those are opening up the middle resources. It says May. Let's come back again. A sports gym, huh? It's not really one frame, but to go as far as pay money for it? The arcade in Shibuya. A gun for games, huh? Very well constructed, but it's still just a toy.
Oh! Wow!
Oh. Okay then. The Big Bang Burger. Hey, because there's no thing. We're now offering you a swing and your burger. What can I get for you?
What would you like?
What a takeout. Thank you very much. Hope to see you soon. Right now I'm just exploring to just be familiar with everything here. Discount store.
Oh.
What a crazy maze, it's almost like a palace.
What would you like?
Man.
Oh, you're just looking around. Damn it, I'm seeing glitches again.
Let's do it.
Wait a minute. Sorry.
Take your time. Let's check the underground mall.
I don't like this. Welcome.
Take your time.
So many accessories.
Welcome. welcome.
What would you like?
Let's shake this slice.
What would you like?
Thanks for dropping by. Welcome.
Okay, I'm the first of the next one. Man, it's seriously easy to get lost in here. Oh god.
What do you want?
So many stores. Yeah. The goose closed, the gates open. So soon maybe here for class. Okay.
Oh,
There's an alleyway. Is something wrong?
This is Aoyama Ichome.
Oh, Yama, come.
Platform number 2, service to Asakusa is departing soon. Please watch your steps. Aoyama Ichome. This is Aoyama Ichome.
Go back to the back streets. Oh. I don't know what to do.
why must I suffer?
I should go batting.
Welcome.
Hey, hey!
Alrighty. Good luck.
Okay, let's see. Damn.
Nice!
damn it.
Hey, hey.
Here you go.
Yeah, here you go. An ace cap.
Oh,
Good luck.
oh. Hmm.
There we go.
Okay.
Come on.
Hey, hey. Nice.
Hmm.
Hey, hey.
He's playing.
Good luck.
Okay.
Yes. Okay. Oh. Okay.
There we go.
Oh.
Here you go.
Oh, you did. The sluggish one.
Hmm.
Oh,
Nice
okay.
going.
Oh, you're in. Fast. Well, there goes my proficiency.
Wanna head back?
Daytime, evening. I think that's how it was for person. Super Bulbasaur stands for another this year. Country's going to hell. Are there any honest politicians out there? How can I hope in a country like this?
Ah, you're back.
Well then.
That reminds me, the whole shaman program's airing today. Going to check out the TV?
Oh.
Huh.
Hey, hey. Well then.
Yeah.
I've got a good idea.
Bring me that shell down the corner. You can reach the beam on the ceiling. You can. Yeah, right. You're able to. Alright, let's draw your body using that ceiling beam. You're not doing anything right now, so there's no harm in training. I'm going to whip you into shape, so you better get prepared.
Oh.
Fine.
Wolf, you can't be serious. You think aliens did this?
I've heard
Using
it
a
all
freaking
before,
CRT.
Shells. But just look at these bodies. They can't be from Earth.
Hey, hey.
Yeah, I'm sure this show is so ominous. You're getting creeped out. Yeah, that was a taste. I could barely breathe through it all. I bet you some a little more guts by watching this drama. Yep. There goes the guts. Oh, this is going to take a long while.
Well then.
Oh. Here we go.
Hey!
Wait, what? Get there. BBC's a big out of ladies. This picture of the altar, that's not green, just irritates me.
Hey, hey!
Oh, I didn't realize them. Oh, how far did you get? Did you still have some pages? You could continue some other time. Oh, we're also to say something. I say it was use of your time. Guess what? I'm thinking of doing for a career in question. I give Sean this movie called Tank Top Millionaire. Just sorry, sounds, but shucks. Oh, she got you there.
Oh!
Sounds like that movie can change your worldview. Watching movies in the theaters sounds like a special experience. What kind of movies do you like? Comedy. Seriously? Well, that might actually suit you, surprisingly enough. When I turn back into a human, how about you and I make our comedic duo debut on the silver screen? Either way, we should check out the theater every now and then, since they're always showing new films. If only we do that now. If only. Stupid pandemic. Huh. Morning, morning, morning.
Jeez.
I was reading the essays you turned in the other day, and everyone's running so sloppy. I could care less in the case you should. In the case that you still have some care left to give. It's I couldn't care less. Since there's a lot these days, where are people using phrases very meaning? It reminds me of something I see. Say, my country right or wrong? They wouldn't be saying something, so start on the new.
Answer this question.
Alright. Hey, Takamaki-san, can you tell me? Thanks.
Hey, wait!
Hey, Leon, so be a good guy and help. What's hey, Rain, can you give me a hint, man? What's that phrase we're really meant to convey? My country, right or wrong? You unquestioned. Alright, man, it doesn't matter. But you're always supportive. But the original meaning is different, so I mean, something like you have a duty to protect it.
Exactly!
That is correct. That phrase was originally meant to inspire to take responsibility for keeping your country on the right path. The whole quality is my country is right or wrong. If right, you be kept right, and if wrong, you be set right. So you can see the original Muslim are about taking personal responsibility for your country's future. Unfortunately, this is used more to justify applying support instead of actually fixing social issues.
Thanks!
It was not right. Glad you saved me. Thank you so much.
Nice going!
Nice, Leon. Nice, Leon seems with me. Points up on chart. You're pretty good at studying. I'm impressed. Let's go.
Really?
serious. That's steady. Maybe he's more of a serious than he looks. Oh, don't stare at him. If your eyes meet that guy's gonna kill you.
Okay.
Yeah, again. Else?
Oh.
Yeah.
Man. Wanna head back?
Ah, you're back.
Hey, hey!
Hey,
Hey! Oh!
hey. Ha! Well,
How did the scissor go? Yep, glad. Not that much. This war is not the basis of round, but alright. So you serve a bad guy. Let me tell you here, Captain. Big dust strike. It's a coffee. The girls always pick a curry. I can a set meal every time. What can I say? My regulars get an experience first hotel. Can you tell me something? Not to make it tell something. Well, that's a very secret. If you try and hide and guess based on taste, though, keeping this in it's already sold in my car. How about a nice dessert then? It's only 300 yen. When you run a shop, you get all sorts of customers. Knowing your personality is absolutely vital. Well, that's about being in food service is all about. Well,
whoa.
whoa, you. Well, hello there. It's been quite a while, Sakura-san. Have you opened up a shop, so if you're in? I would have heard some mention. I got a real nice occasion here. Pipe at the station and everything. Your order? No small talk? That's cool. Oh, but this smell sure brings back memories. You're still making that curry, huh? Guess you haven't gotten over her yet. Your order, sir? That's so pushy. I guess it's tough to say hi to you. But I'll be back again soon. Bye.
Jeez.
I don't know where he caught wind of this place. I guess you have an opportunity. Oh. Anyway, you have tons of questions. You can learn about bean times. You're not gonna pick any use. Maybe you can pick up the ABC sometime soon. Besides, ladies love a guy who knows coffee. This is much of a deal for you. If only you were disobedient all the time. By the way, I'm gonna teach you right away. I can relax all you want.
All right.
Oh, it's time already?
Well,
Let's start closing up and not slacking out. You got it? What's up? Hey, it's me. Guess this number works. Forgot to ask for your cell, so I had to dig it out of your papers. A real hassle, Billy. Anyway, you don't close any? Good. I don't have to handle it. I'm gonna have you handle that from now on, so you better learn now. Seems like you make a quick study, so I hope you got the hang of it. Got it. Don't forget, once you live settle in, I'm gonna do more chores. Man, not sure how I feel about calling up a guy's phone. Anyhow, we'll get the road going. Get easy. Alright, don't stay up too late.
Morning!
Hey.
Crowded as ever today, huh? How do you like being packed in like sardines, city style? I bet you've had enough. I don't mean to joke around. I just don't know what to do. I get anxious unless I'm doing something, yet here I am suddenly with nothing to do. It's so awful just waiting for the results, isn't it? It's so worrying.
Here, take something.
You're right. All we can do is believe and wait. Thanks. I feel better after talking. It's not good to be a downer in the morning. Well, let's have a great day today.
Yeah, let's do this.
really?
I just don't know what to do now.
Oh, hey.
Station Square. Let's go in.
Well then.
Gonna see.
I'd help some slumdog brat with so much prize money. It's just not possible.
Morgana's so cute.
No, it wasn't cheating. It was destiny.
Kitty. Rank up. Ball.
All right.
There he is.
Let's head back.
Ah, you're back.
Oh, you want to do it? Okay. Hey! Oh!
Let's finish this.
They're all dead. How
The
could,
glasses are
who
shining.
could have done this?
The larvae. It must have infected them. Got into their brains. We need to find those samples, Sculty. Fast.
Ah,
Oh. Someone here in the lobby. Curiosity killed a cat, you know. Says the cat. So we've been watching the X folders, huh? What's up?
okay.
Let's go return the DVDs.
Well then.
Oh, it's starting to get late. Let's go to bed soon.
I got a chance to talk to this girl the other day. We had an amazing conversation after I brought up some of the stuff I read about. We're gonna go out somewhere together soon.
Well, don't get ahead of yourself because it happened to go well. Look, knowledge isn't enough. You need proficiency to adapt on the fly. You also need kindness to be accepted, and guts to be honest and direct. Plus charm to draw people to you. The quality of your character says a lot about you. So it's important to better yourself every day.
Really? But it takes so much work. But I'll do it if it means I'll get a girlfriend. I guess I'll start by showering every day. I hear girls prefer a dude who's hygienic.
Hey, this applies to you too. You get it. That's a good attitude to have.
Morning!
Morning. Is there something over there? Come on, we're gonna be late. It doesn't take it every Persona game, at least starting from 3. You need to get those stats up.
I just remembered.
A lot of ironing like this with the train accident, ball team incident. People are theorizing that it's these psychotic breakdowns, but the cause is still unknown. Well, unexplained occurrences like these are commonplace in the world of math.
You.
Corey says, I'm a media sign. Please look at this. It's said that you only need a few colors in order to paint. They said that the tinted color are separated. Do you know the name of the theorem name of this number? Four-color theorem.
Correct.
That's correct. I suppose a four-color theorem is common sense. As you can see, any five-dimensional map of the world or anything can be painted using only 4 colors. Many people have realized this principle based on experience since ancient time. However, it is difficult to prove that it was an unsolved problem since time. Oh, really? I mean, because it seems kind of smart to me.
Nice go!
Oh, you must be really smart to be able to answer a question like that. hope the Sakata breakdowns will just send us another unsolved mystery. My heart hurts thinking about the economic losses. Says boss. The world's full of dangers, huh? I guess even the world outside of school is no good either. Okay.
Please head to the exam room.
There's a chance to feel talking. Oh, alright. Drink it up in one go. Powerful taste, both sour and bitter. But it was worse me. The smell is terrible. I'm having a hard time reading. And you pass that. Ah, you're right. It's absolutely perfect. You feel a bit dazed, huh? Yes, I mix some special compounds. Okay, let's take your temperature and blood pressure. I'm also going to draw some blood. I also want to perform a few more skills tests, but those might be too much for you right now. Anyway, since we're in the final stages, just for stabilize the blood. Oh, so you are here.
What?
I'm in the middle of an examination. I told you before, officer. You want to investigate me, you need to show me a warrant. I'm here because we received a report. I'll need to see a detailed statement of medical expenses and full medical records. I bet you didn't have enough time to hide any incriminating documents, huh? Must be under orders of the medical chief of staff. Here you go. Huh? This guy here is my only patient today. If you're asking for his medical expenses, I'm guessing I'm under suspicion of improper billing, huh? But without a receipt, I'd say you've been sent on a wild goose chase. What's going on here? You're being manipulated by that report. Being manipulated? That report is fictitious. It's nothing but an attempt to harass me. What? Hey you, what are you doing here? You don't seem sick. Or up to something illegal? I know my rights. Ugh. Do you also have a warrant for disclosure, officer? If not, I'd be happy to report this. So if there's anything else, as you can see, I'm pretty busy here. Fine. You're infuriating, you know that? But I suppose nothing less from the plague. I'm so over it. Fine.
Wow.
Everyone going to get along just fine. Here's nothing to worry about. I'm sure it was my former superior who made that false report. He was dropped on our conversation the other day, remember? He's trying to put pressure on me by having the police investigate me and my practice.
By the way...
Anyway, I need to draw some blood. There might be some mild anemia, but only temporary. You'll be fine. It's part of our deal, remember? Oh my god. I guess I have no choice. I like kids to listen to their superiors. Enjoy your medicine. I feel like my bone is growing even deeper. Rank up.
right.
I'm going to run more blood than usual since you're healthy and all. Ugh. Only kidding. Okay, please lie down. You can go home once I'm done. Guts up.
Take care.
Alright. God damn it. You're adorable. You know that? I'm a little guinea pig. You get home safely? You still seem kind of dizzy when you left, so I figured I checked. You know how it is. Some patients get sick on their way home. I'm totally fine. Yeah, you sound alright. I got nothing to worry about. I think you'll be okay, but call me if you start feeling sick. Okay, I'm looking forward for our next clinical trial. Yeah, it worked.
Ah, you're back.
Out of mind, you. Just good enough with your.
Wow. Hey. Hey. Well then. Hey, hey.
Oh my god. Cherry viewing. Oh my god. You're adorable. You're... Oh, damn it. Wow.
All right.
I see. Nice.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Make sure your clothes up.
Hey, hey.
0 assault.
Well then.
It's raining today. What up? He had a sugar for real, didn't he? Yeah, that sounds fucking stream. You didn't thought of that, right? Ow, my nose. Oh. Ow, ow, ow. Oh, my nose. It's kind of hard to believe. I cry if we still get expelled for all this. Wait.
Whoa.
You're so calm, man. Are you worried at all? Yeah, you're free today. Gonna come see me at school. Yeah, I got something to say, but I think it helps calm my nerves. I had an accident today. Seriously. I slipped very hard and hit my nose. And it still hurts. Oh, I should do the same thing as me.
Welcome.
Oh! Okay. Whoa.
Oh, hey. Want to get going?
Please leave. Yeah, you can't go straight and pull stuff off. Do it.
Whoa!
Look! Nikaka! Takeshi! Right, oh, you're from the window. What, you gonna try some crawling back to that track thing? Hell no! Speaking of which, this was a secret training spot, wasn't it? Well, it's our spot now. You know, us, the former track team. We don't even have a locker room anymore to someone I know. Want to train with us? Huh? Something like this. Hold on, aren't you that rascal, sir? You're really gonna hang out with this sister? You better watch out. He'll eat you the second he gets pissed. Or is that the same father like son, huh? Here, that's got that don't have anything to do with this. Calm down. You're right. Look, back then I don't need to hear your excuses. Everyone's going through the same bullshit with Kamoshida. The beating the impossible exercise, but we put it all for the track team. But now we have to go and fuck all of that up. Man, I was stupid for thinking you were my teammate. That's all I gotta say. I'm out of here. Thanks. I haven't changed at all. But you know, you actually held me calm down. You know, you're here with me. Thanks, man. Let's call it a day. Oh, why did you can't move? What the hell's your problem? Now they're just arguing with each other. Let's just stay out of this.
See ya.
Anyway, nice running with you. Huh. I don't think you can. Can't exactly blame you. That's definitely really bad. Because it can't cause a scene. I want more bad shit. I gotta wonder what they're going for. But I'm an outsider. Nothing to do with me. Thanks again for today. Don't forget to massage your legs before you sleep, okay? See you later.
Ah, you're back.
Oh!
You think I go out with her? What do I look like?
Oh my god, that song.
You liar. You told me you loved me just last night.
That's Persona 4's, right? The music. I mean, that's Persona 3's music. That's Persona 3's music.
Hey, hey! Well then.
Let me do something else. Let me go to the velvet room. Ah! Please, could you stop kicking me? You don't have to kick me to enter the velvet room, please.
You certainly seem composed.
Time for you wish to perform an execution. Finished for now? Justine, you handle this. The inmate you wish to perform an What path do you want? You okay with this? Select the skills you'd like to inherit.
I'm playing Royal, you're playing Strikers. You still haven't finished both your own game of Royal, and you still need to finish Persona 4 Golden.
It will receive a fraction of power. Girls, let us begin.
What's with Igor's voice being so deep like this? There's a succubus. You seriously need to finish your own games. After all, you already played the original Persona 5, but you haven't finished Persona 5 Royal.
choose. You okay with this? Not terrible, but not impressive. Finished for now? Justine, read here. Is this what you want? Is this what you want? This persona?
Tina.
Is this what you want?
Athena, I guess it's persona. Seriously, you need to finish those games too.
This
I'm
persona?
serious. Oh, I know whose persona is this. What was it? That was, oh yeah, Shadow Labrys's persona.
This persona? This
Already
persona?
and that's Labrys's persona. Oh,
persona?
Thanatos. Basically the main persona for basically one of the causes of the events of the Dark Hour in Persona 3.
This persona? You'll withdraw this persona? This is your power. Done already? What? It is time, inmate.
Seriously, why you don't finish your own parties of Persona? You still have the other Persona games. You still need to finish Royal and then Golden.
Oh, hey. Hey. Wanna get going? See ya!
Did rain stop? Was it another one of those psychotic breakdowns? Another Mr. has resigned? What's going on? Possibly they had to commit adultery. Must be nuts. Swinging that knife around the train. There's so many people, they're all the same. We're all the same people.
Ah, you're back.
Hmm. Oh.
Oh!
Finish this DVD.
I
Seriously, Persona 3's music.
for you.
I guess if you're okay with the fact that I have a girlfriend, maybe we can work something out here.
Man.
No way he can date her if he already has a girlfriend.
Oh!
Ranked. Head turning.
All right.
Okay. Well then. Hey!
The excellencies of Blind Pikachu.
Oh!
Oh, you can. Points up.
Morning. The board meeting is the day after tomorrow. I wonder if Kamoshida really had a change of heart. What if we failed? That's all I've been able to think about. Avenging Shiho and getting your expulsions revoked? It's all resting on this one chance. Of course I'm worried, but the only thing I can do now is believe. And wait, sorry.
Yeah.
Thanks for listening. We should get to school.
Let's go.
Hi, everyone.
How are you all doing? What's with this teacher? These days you're expecting him to go. Yes, fluency doesn't come from other languages. Huh? Get that you're Japanese during this class and make yourself your foreigner. What's important is becoming someone else. In this day and age, being able to swap your mask depending on the situation is a critical talent. How will you fare, Mr. Amamiya? Here's a question.
Hear it.
Are you wonder kind? I see if you can work an ass. Wonder. Means wonder. Wonders. Oh, that's probably kind. Oh, okay. Yeah, be kind means it can't, or at least it can.
This is it.
That's correct.
That's right. I was asking if you were a wonder child. In other words, that you'd have uncommon talent. But I suppose you were able to think and adapt so quickly. That proves you certainly must be. Oh, the word talent comes from the Greek talaton, a sum of money referred in the Bible. The more skills have and the more honors they will receive from God. The talent led them to well. He's ready to learn. Didn't expect that. He might not be too bad.
Nice go.
Oh, you're on a roll today. Points up. The English word talent didn't really have anything to do with our modern concept of celebrity, but the ability to change one's mask depending on the situation is surely a talent given to one by God. There's no horror of calling people who can really think of the spot on TV talent. Sometimes I change your mask. That makes you all wonder thieves. God damn it, Morgana. Just imagine, not even. There you go, the effects should be instant. Let's see, eyes are focused. Look this way, 1, 2, 3, 4. Nothing yet, huh? The inside of my mouth is like it's burning. My nose is itchy.
Oh.
Oh, there it is. The inhibitory effect is just at home. Your weight was the primary reason it took longer to kick than expected. Yes, this is what I expected as a teenager. We're making good progress. Practice makes perfect, right? Oh, okay, hold tight. Let's compile all the data, we can move on.
Hello?
Hello, Takemi Medical Clinic. How can I help you? An emergency, huh? Well, we're not a designated hospital. Besides, the hamster here is tied to Kenny. Huh? Awfully rude, just hanging up on a lady like that. What was that about?
Oh,
Oh, he basically just called the wrong number. An ambulance driver was looking for a transfer location, although the designated hospitals are full. But to think they accidentally called a general practitioner must be a paramedic. You seem at least to know my name, though. I have been blacklisted by the larger medical community. They call me the Plague due to the great medical error I made. This goes back to my old work. I used to work at a university hospital in the city. I was never actually convicted of anything, but I'm still considered a pariah in the medical industry. Does that scare you? Participating in clinical trial runs by a doctor like that? I don't mind. You seriously are one strange kid. Well, that's fine. Being awesome. Regardless, I look forward to working with you. I'll be sure to add some additional medicine for you, my little guinea pig. So let's stay here.
All right.
Hello?
Hello, Mr. Teken's Clinic of Internal Medicine. Huh? One order of teriyaki chicken? Oh, good for that. You can go home now. Come again soon if you're still alive. These cats. What's up?
Take care.
Hey, my little guinea pig. You haven't told anyone about drugs? Of course not. Okay. I mean, part of the deal is that you're strictly forbidden to yourself. I guess I'll believe you, for now. I feel like it's been getting a lot more patients asking for drugs. I wonder if they keep hearing about me. It's really been bugging me. But that's all I wanted to ask. I guess. See you soon. Ooh.
Ah, you're back. All right then. Thanks.
Well then. Hey! Well then.
Take a look around.
Oh, another location.
All right.
Right. Alright. Thank you, Santi.
All right.
See ya.
Tokyo tourists.
Hey,
Moral support.
I'm sorry I can't offer more reassurance, but he should have the change of heart. Let's just believe in that while we wait for tomorrow.
Yeah.
Hey, hey! Oh!
Your wife. You were very close to her. You are very close to her.
Watching DVDs on a freaking CRT.
She's... What are you saying?
Hey, hey!
Maybe yes, I think.
Well then.
Here we go.
This is no good.
Well, this is a track. Couldn't give us today. We can tomorrow. This is possible. We really can. Yeah, this is nice. It's just Brian. No one's taking it seriously. Okay, let's see how it all goes.
What's with the sudden morning assembly?
I bet it's about that girl that jumped the other day.
They don't have to tell us not to commit suicide.
There was that weird calling card too, so I guess the teachers are freaking out. We're lucky that morning practice got canceled, though.
I feel like I'm gonna faint if this takes forever.
Let's begin this school-wide morning assembly. As you all know, a tragic event took place the other day. Thankfully, we have been informed that she has pulled through, but it will take time until she recovers. Everyone here has a bright future ahead. I implore that you rethink the importance of life and...
Kamoshida.
What's the...
I have been reborn. That is why I will confess everything to you all.
Huh?
What's wrong with
Kamoshida.
What's this about?
Did the volleyball team do something?
I have repeatedly done things that were unbecoming of a teacher. Verbally abusing students, physically abusing my team, and sexually harassing female students. I am the reason why Shiho Suzui tried to kill herself.
Sexual harassment? What? Why would he say that?
Oh, wow.
He is
Volleyball
the
team?
worst.
Really? Physical abuse?
I thought of this school as my own castle. There were even students that I sentenced to expulsion, simply because I didn't like them. I will, of course, rescind those. I am truly sorry for putting innocent youths through such horrible acts. I am an arrogant, shallow, and shameful person. No, I'm worse than that. I will take responsibility. I kill myself for it.
What? Did he just say that?
Wait, kill himself?
Oh my god.
Mr. Kamoshida is, not well.
Mr. Kamoshida, please get off the stage for now.
Everyone, return to your classes!
Don't run, you bastard! Shiho's still alive, even after all the things that made her want to die! You have no right to run from this!
You're right.
Oh my god.
You're absolutely right. I should be punished under the law and atone for my crimes. I did horrible things to Takamaki-san as well. In return for giving Suzui-san a position on the team, I tried to force her into having relations.
Disgusting.
For a position on the team?
I feel so bad for
So the rumors weren't true.
As of today, I will resign from my position as an instructor and turn myself in. Someone please call the police!
The police?
Is he for real? He's gonna get arrested?
This morning's assembly is over. Return to your classes immediately!
Isn't this just like what that calling card said? Does this mean the Phantom Thieves thing was for real? Was something done to Kamoshida?
Come on, there's no way you could steal someone's heart.
But why else would he start saying things like he'll kill himself or turn himself in?
Maybe because it almost got leaked. Don't they go easier on you if you turn yourself in?
I wonder what happened.
Who knows? But man, Kamoshida turned out to be one sick bastard.
Hey, is this real? He's turning himself in just like that?
What's going to happen to the volleyball team? Marasi will show up. This is gonna be a big...
Return to your classrooms at once!
His heart really did change.
Castle of Last Sea.
Seems like it. But was this really for the best?
Yes.
You mean the police stuff? Well, that's true. Huh? What the... Takamaki-san, I'm sorry.
Aww.
Huh?
We all knew, but we pretended we didn't.
Takamaki-san, I had you all wrong. I'm sorry that I spread rumors about you.
I didn't know at all. Kamoshida was forcefully pushing himself on you. It must have been so hard for you.
I'm sure there's a ton of people who want to apologize to you. We're so sorry.
Oh my god.
No, it's okay. The same goes for me, too. Besides, that's all in the past now.
Hey, you there! Return to class at once!
Well, see you later then.
I can't apologize enough for what I did to you. I swear
Oh
I'll make it up to you someday. Looks like Kamoshida ain't the only one that had a change of heart. Man, I'm glad for you. Looks like those weird rumors are gonna go away.
My thing doesn't really matter. I made Kamoshida apologize about Shiho. That's more than enough for me.
You should hurry and tell her about it then.
Yeah.
Oh my god.
I totally freaked out.
He really did have a change of heart. And we were lucky his mind didn't get messed up either. This was an A+ job.
Does this mean that they won't have a mental shutdown even if their palace disappears? I see. So we need to persuade the shadow without killing it, and then send it back to its real self. Our targets won't undergo a cognitive collapse if we do that.
So we can get him to confess with no bad stuff? Hey, that works for me.
Yeah.
Do you have to be so loud?
Don't worry about it. So, how'd it go? With Shiho, I mean.
She's regained consciousness.
Haha. That's so great.
For real? It was only for a little bit, but I got to talk to her. I was able to tell her that Kamoshida admitted to what he did. Shiho, she told me she was sorry. Looks like she found out that I was flirting with Kamoshida for her sake. And here I was, wanting to apologize to her.
Kamoshida's at fault for all this.
Yeah.
I know. Shiho's mom is thinking of transferring her to another school after she recovers. The whole sexual harassment and attempted suicide, people will label her after that. Sounded like Shiho had the same idea too.
It's gonna get lonely.
But I think it's for the best. I'm sure it'll be hard if she stays here.
She's alive. You can see her anytime.
I need to change too.
That aside, I was surprised you could hold yourself back against Kamoshida's shadow.
It wasn't like that. I just wanted Kamoshida to apologize himself.
You're so kind, Lady Ann.
No matter how much of a shitbag he was, finishing him off would have left a bad aftertaste, huh?
Huh? That's not it. I think revenge is better served if I make him repent. Realizing what he's done, he'll grovel for forgiveness the rest of his life. You know? I just believe there are fates worse than death.
Holy shit.
Damn.
Anyways, that's all settled. But, you know, there was one more thing I was wondering about that castle. Why was Kamoshida the only one who had that metaverse thing?
It isn't necessarily limited to him. It's something anyone could have, if their heart became warped from their desires.
Anyone.
Wanna check it out?
Not right now. We better lay low for a while. People are still gonna be talking about Kamoshida. Then again, it's totally impossible for someone to find out what we did at his palace.
Yeah, about that, weird rumors about you guys are already going around. Stuff like you got together and threatened Kamoshida with something close to physical violence.
Damn.
What the hell?
People aren't going to easily believe that phantom thieves really exist. Calling cards being treated like it was a prank by someone who knew what Kamoshida was doing.
Makes sense. We're the ones who did it, and I still don't completely believe it myself.
Yeah.
Let's wait for things to settle down for the time being.
Anyways, let's check how much this metal can be sold for. It'd be better if we pawned it off ASAP. Ooh, got a hit! Wait, 30,000 yen? That's all a gold medal's worth?
Remember that time in middle school? I lent you some money.
There's no way I borrowed 30,000 yen from you.
Wouldn't it be around that much with compounded interest?
God damn it!
Interest my ass!
I'm not saying that I'm taking all of it. I mean, it's your fault for not paying me back all these years. It's just common sense.
Damn it.
I agree on laying low and keeping an eye on the situation. However, you dragged me into this. It would be nonsense not to celebrate a successful mission.
I guess we could blow this dirty money on something fun.
Discussions among phantom thieves are to take place over luxurious food.
Hey, wait! Nah, I guess it's fine.
Where's that?
It's a place Shiho and I have been wanting to go for a while.
I owe money, so I can't complain. You good with that?
I'll leave it to your discretion as well, Lady On.
I'll call and check the prices later then.
When should we go? Want to do it soon, like tomorrow?
Why don't we go on the last day of the holidays? It'll help energize us when school life starts up again the day after.
Then, the 5th, on Children's Day.
Yep.
So, who's going to sell this?
Leave that to us. We know a store that'll buy anything, don't we?
Okay, I'll leave that to you guys.
Give me.
Ah, you're back.
Is that gold medal real? Yeah. Get inside his palace.
No, that one is a fake. It's just a byproduct of his cognition. The real medal should still be in his possession.
Kamoshida has a real one. What? You tell me Kamoshida still got the medal? Who cares? As long as we change his heart. Anyway, we had taken the if we had taken, I think that'd be stealing. I don't think he'll be proud of that medal anymore regardless. You let go stuff pretty easy, huh? Don't forget about my debt. That's different. Buy out again, so out of money for a middle schooler, you know. Do you still have that doubling anyway? What are you talking about? Stop digging that up. Back in middle school, we went on a field trip to Aquarium. But you had to spend all his money on the souvenirs, so I let him some for the trade fair. I said I was sorry. I was for my mom. Well, I guess I can call it even. And after all we've been through. Thank you. Anyway, we don't gotta worry about selling that medal. How off is fake. End of story.
Kamoshida will never be proud of that once-in-a-lifetime gold medal ever again. Depending on how you look at it, that punishment might be even worse than death for him.
Probably the more you have a lot. Must be nice. I'm hearing his little customers that are north here.
Yo.
How about you?
Hey! Oh! Hey, hey!
All right.
I see. Nice.
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Make sure you close up.
Hey, hey!
Got them. What's up?
Well then.
Let's go to see.
Okay.
Okay, you hear me, right? You're a blind. Come help me down and start sleeping the night. We do all. Just have to play. Hurry down.
Sorry, I kind of pressured you into doing this.
And now to our next topic. Fall from Grace, the story of a dishonored Olympic medalist. Just recently, a high school coach confessed at an assembly that he had been repeatedly abusing students. Given his prior Olympic achievements, this has caused quite a stir. What caused this habitual offender to suddenly confess these heinous crimes to his entire school? The police are hoping that the upcoming interrogations will bring light to this question.
Isn't this...
My friends would come back from practice with bruises all the time. It was scary, but I'm relieved that the abuse is finally going to end now.
He would touch me and stuff all the time.
Damn.
I'm glad I don't have to deal with that sexual harassment anymore.
Yes.
There were always rumors, sure. Not many people believed them, though. Like, I'm totally shocked they were actually true. At least now I can go to school without worrying.
Damn.
Knew it. This is your school, isn't it?
Seems like it.
Things might be getting turbulent at school, but you need to just keep your head down, all right? More importantly, keep those hands moving. I've got some more stuff I need you to do.
I know. Jeez.
Man.
It wasn't the news. Nobody at school is gonna play dumb after that. They saw it too. Hugo's name didn't come up, right? Not what I saw. I bet they wanted to keep that part quiet. I'm so glad. It's finally over then. What we're gonna do is stuff our faces and put this comic shit crap behind us. We're looking forward to the celebration party. Alright, we'll hand stuff the gold medal tomorrow. Even if the kid wants your help. Now, okay? Okay.
Okay. Oh!
You can see me? Please tell him the truth.
Don't worry. You're safe. Can you tell me what happened?
Oh!
Kinda.
Okay. Well then.
Having Morgana here.
Make sure to do the dishes. Just do it. Don't get cocky with me. Welcome.
Am I interrupting something?
Not at all.
The cause of the runaway train incident in the subway the other day still has not been found. Police are hurrying to solve the matter as it may relate to the rise in psychotic breakdown incidents.
Damn.
Is that the thing everyone's been talking about?
Yep.
Doesn't it make you curious? People who were living normal lives suddenly went mad or deranged out of the blue. Not to mention that it's happening one after another. Could they really be coincidental?
Leaving that aside, what do you have?
I'll have the house blend, please. Are you a part-timer? I'm surprised this place can afford one.
No, not exactly.
Are you a high school student? Where do you attend?
Kicking Academy.
Oh, someone I know goes there as well. I've heard that things are rough right now. A teacher named Kamoshida confessed his crimes like he was a completely different person, supposedly. And it happened all of a sudden one day. Can a person's mental state change so easily? Is my drink ready yet?
Coming right up.
Alright.
Alright. Today's the day we turn in that medal for cash. You know someplace that'll buy it off you, right?
Hey.
Because I'm gonna ask for you. Consider 30,000 it is. Money! That's money. Here, take this. Good thanks for selling that. But it's best not to open. Just bring it. It's best not to open. Just bring it with you next time you come back. Got it. Thank you. Quick one. Where's the man? Okay. No, why we're here. I don't know. You looking for evidence? Tell me, Detective. Why your ass there? Oh, we guys gonna search? Come on. Anthony said he's supposed to cooperate with the cops, right? Hey, you heard that lady wasn't the other way? Someone wants. Hey, you do hurry up. I got a business to run. Hey, yo. What's the bag, huh? Show me. I think it's just a regular old console. Chicken tapes, that's it. We'll show everything that's gone down here. Come on. Show us what's in the bag. None of your business. I said, show it to me. Hey, good talking to a camera member. Says he's not the one we're here to see. Ugh. That's right, Mr. Detective. Maybe next time trying not harassing my customers. See how that goes.
See ya.
Take it. Let's go back.
What were those detectives doing there? More importantly, aren't you curious about what's in the bag? There's no harm in a little peek.
God damn it, Morgana.
Come on, let's open it up. A real gun? Wait, I think it's just a model. It's incredible, though. Miles ahead of the one Ryuji had. There's something weird about that place. Hey, I just had a great idea. We should totally buy this gun from him later. I mean, it's perfect. Something this real-looking would work wonders in the metaverse. Anyway, he told you to bring it back the next time you came, right? You should try striking a deal with him when we go to return it.
Yeesh. What's with that? What the hell's going on here? Let's go.
Oh, hello. It's me. I saw the news. You know, about Kamoshida. It's getting a lot of coverage.
How do you feel?
I don't know. The reaction's been bigger than what I was expecting. I guess I'm just surprised. I don't think we did anything wrong, though. I wonder if we helped those people speak up about it. That's pretty amazing, huh? I didn't think we'd actually be able to do it. And yet, look at us now. This calls for a celebration. Let's meet in front of Shibuya Station at noon tomorrow. Don't be late. Oh, and did you pawn off that medal? You didn't forget, right? All right. You should be really excited about the place I chose, by the way. Well, see you guys tomorrow.
Ah, a restaurant of Lady Ann's choosing. Finally, a decent meal. Hey, what do you think we're gonna be eating? Ooh, tuna, sea urchin, and maybe even salmon roe.
Calm down, Morgana.
In any case, I'm surely looking forward to it.
Calm down, Morgana.
Okay.
Want to make you go home. Kick it to go. Kick.
Yes.
Yeah.
Proficiency descent.
All right.
Well then.
Let's see.
So good.
No wonder Lady Anne chose this place.
Of course it's good. This is a famous hotel after all. Oh yeah, I heard that the police are coming to interview some people at school.
That's troublesome.
Our names are gonna come up for sure. People are spreading all sorts of rumors about us and Kamoshida. But we got him pumped up. I keep hearing stuff like, the Phantom Thieves really stole his heart. I think most people don't believe it, but some of them actually seem grateful.
Damn.
Like this.
The Phantom Aficionado website? Well done, Phantom Thieves. Now I can keep going too. Thank you for giving us hope.
Damn.
Pretty cool, huh?
I was just desperate to deal with my own problems, but seeing people saying all this feels strange.
Yeah. Hey, what do we do now?
You planning on eating?
Well, of course I'm gonna eat, but...
This place has a time limit!
Oh crap! We only got an hour to eat!
Just 50 minutes left.
I'm not gonna finish all the beef dishes at this pace.
I need to eat my way through the entire dessert menu!
God damn it!
Look after our stuff. We'll snag something for you guys too, don't worry.
Oh man, God melts in my mouth.
Seriously? Only meat?
Now where should I start?
And she's all about the cake.
So happy!
Hey,
Damn.
calories.
Shut up! How much do you think one of these costs? I'll never get the chance to do this again! The Littleton Hotel Cake Buffet! I'd heard rumors, but I never thought it'd be so amazing!
And where's our share?
I didn't really know what you'd want, so I just grabbed you some beans.
Beans?
There were some pretty bizarre things there too, so we got you a variety of those. Fried bananas, preserved eggs, and some kind of beans.
More beans?
God damn it.
Put so much on the plate that it got all mixed up. But it should probably still taste good.
Mystery Food X.
Plain grotesque.
Mystery Food X.
Let's go.
Mystery Food X alert. Mystery Food X alert.
These two just don't know what fine dining means. We'll show them. That's reassuring. You guys watch our things while we're gone. Wait patiently for our return.
Oh, it's like a meaty explosion in my mouth.
Calm down, Ryuji.
Oh, this part's cream cheese!
God damn it,
I'm
on.
not even listening. As I'd expect from the buffet at a top-class hotel, the ingredients and variety of dishes are crazy good. There's a reason it costs 8,000 yen. They have a lot here, but fish should come first. Let's fill our plate with all sorts of fish. Which table do you think they're at? Ooh, look! There's the fish! I'd prefer it raw, but grilled is great too.
Have you heard, my dear? The news about that Kamoshida fellow was absolutely dreadful. Oh, right. That teacher at Shujin Academy.
Hold on a sec.
And they still haven't managed to solve those I wish they wouldn't let themselves be distracted by... Perhaps it's a sign of how peaceful this country is.
It sounds like the Shoot! They noticed you! On the plus side, we'll get to eat the food later.
How did a child like this end up in here? I certainly hope you didn't bring friends. I prefer my meals to remain hooligan. Come, let us go.
Oh, shut up.
What's so bad about kids coming to enjoy a buffet?
Huh.
I wonder how the other people here are reacting to the news. Let's get some more food and listen in. Maybe there are more people we can eavesdrop on at other tables. Rice is incredible! Sorry.
So, the ratings for the news were really that good? It was because it was about that teacher who sexually harassed his student, huh? Was it Kamoshida?
It's all about how you frame it. You've got to cater to the idiotic public. Ratings go
God
up when
damn
you
it.
show them crude, sensational news and make...
How can he be so insensitive? A student almost killed herself because of that Kamoshida.
By the way, do you think these sudden changes of heart might be real?
Well, that's...
Quick, grab some food! Oh, and don't forget the crispy bits.
So, because he had a sudden change of heart, he just...
Who knows? Sorry, but it's time. I have to go. I'll call you again after the meeting.
A sudden change of heart, huh? I suppose I can't blame him for seeing it that way. I wonder how the other people here are reacting. Oh, up close it looks even bigger and more I got distracted.
News
Got them
is
one guy.
quick. It's already all over the internet. You know, the story about how Kamoshida got his ass kicked by some world-reforming heroes.
It doesn't sound like a serious story to me. Some of the details are pretty far-fetched.
Don't worry about it. We just have to do what they tell us to do. It's all rumors made up by school kids anyway. If it's gripping news, who cares if it's not true?
So they don't believe themselves. But they're making up stories to make the Phantom Thieves seem real. And they're doing this in front of the actual Phantom Thieves.
God damn it, Morgana.
Whoa, act fast and get some food! And make sure it's got a lot of whipped cream!
What's wrong?
Nothing. I thought some weird kid was looking at us, that's all. Why don't we go? It's almost time for the meeting.
Well, that was rude. Did you hear him? I wonder how the other... Meat! I'm no Ryuji, but a meal is just not the same if you don't have any. I got distracted.
God damn it, Morgana.
Look at it. He's just an ex-athlete who overestimated himself. He should have just accepted his lot in life and quietly done his job as a teacher.
It's not even an incident we can take seriously. The whole story is pretty ridiculous. We should probably look into it. But we can also just let the low-ranking scrubs handle it.
Into? I guess they're investigating Kamoshida? Grab some food! Get the part that's not too fatty.
Damn it.
He's gonna be arriving soon. We don't want to keep him waiting, so we better get going too.
What is he going to discuss with the higher-ups? Well, I'm sure it's more important than lunch.
They were dressed quite well, but they still looked pretty shady to me. Don't think there's anyone else, but it's shocking. So many of the adults here don't seem like nice people.
Yeah.
Now, according to what we heard, it seems most adults aren't very interested in the news about Kamoshida. Well, now that we've got a nice variety of food...
You brought a ton back! What do you think about coming up against such ritzy food?
Just want to eat.
I was thinking that too, but take a bite. Using better ingredients makes stuff taste way different.
Look at you, acting like you have a refined palate all of a sudden.
Don't you think you're eating too much, Mona?
There's no... knowing when we'll get to come here again.
Sure, but you guys brought back loads of food. It'd be a shame to let it all go to waste. Why don't you help them out, Ryuji?
Oh, we should both help.
Oh, me? I'm way too stuffed. I couldn't possibly help.
How many desserts do you eat?
Yeah, stuffing your face with cake.
Seriously.
Whatever. Let's deal with this ourselves.
Feel no matter how much we eat, the amount of food we have tastes the same.
There's still more?
Don't give up. Let's keep at it.
We did it.
Yes. My belt feels multiple sizes too small. Damn.
Oh yeah.
This is a victory.
For all of us.
What's it getting to you?
No, not exactly.
Good job, you guys. How about one last dish to cleanse your palates? I recommend the seasonal tart. The grapefruit has both alluring sweetness and a
God
tangy
damn it.
bitterness.
God damn it.
Stop. I don't want to hear about sour stuff.
Huh.
This isn't good. I gotta go to the bathroom.
Well, me too. Please, carry me gently.
My, look at that table.
Come now, pay them no attention. I'm sure they must not normally have the chance to eat such exquisite food.
Oh, shut up.
I can only imagine what their parents must be like.
What was that? We don't got time for that. Come on, let's go.
God damn it. Even for me, that's too much.
I'm stuffed.
I
Yeah.
totally panicked when I saw the closed for cleaning sign at the bathrooms.
You were talking big about eating until you puked, but you really did puke. Are you some kind of moron?
Hey, same goes for you. What floor was that restaurant on?
We came up to get here, so it has to be on a lower floor, right?
Uh-oh.
What the?
There's still no update on the case.
Not yet. Excuse me, but why are you so involved? It's not something you should be concerned with.
I don't care about your opinion, you incompetent buffoon. When I say pick up the
Uh-oh.
pace, you do it.
Hey, you're cutting in line.
What do you want? We're in a hurry.
Oh, I'm sorry. So you can butt in front of other people if you're in a hurry?
It seems the customer base has changed since I was here last. Have they started a daycare?
What?
Sir, we don't have time for this.
I know. Don't bother with him.
Got voices now. Okay, what's going on?
What the hell was with that bossy guy?
Shouldn't we head back down?
Yeah, but... that dick really pissed me off. He wasn't even hiding the fact that he looks down on everyone.
Don't lose your temper over this.
I just can't forgive shitty adults like that.
That man's voice. So almost like the one of back.
What's wrong?
Okay.
You sure? You're not looking so hot.
It's probably because he never eats well. I'm always stuck with canned cat food, too.
Yeah, that Sir bullshit makes me sick.
Damn
it!
What took you so long?
Why are you all pissy?
Sorry. I had a run-in with some woman a second ago. She bumped into me, but then said it was all my fault when she dropped her plate.
Sounds like a real bitch.
Yeah. Thanks, though. But the restaurant workers all looked at me with this disapproving expression. I wonder if we're out of place here.
It always feels like this.
Hey, Morgana.
What is it?
Anyone could have a palace, yeah?
Anyone with a strong, distorted desire.
Same for them having a change of heart if their treasure gets stolen?
That would be the case.
Why are you bringing this up all of a sudden?
We had trouble earlier, too. These selfish shitheads who just look down on everyone else. I was just wondering if we'd be able to change those kinds of people, too.
You mean, you want to continue as the Phantom Thieves?
I've been thinking, we put a lot of work into changing Kamoshida's heart, but nobody believes in the Phantom Thieves. Plus, those guys who had no other choice but to just deal with it are thanking us. Us, of all people.
Oh, I lost it.
I agree. If we ignore people who are in trouble, I'd go back to being the same as I was before.
Well, that's true. You're under my tutelage. There's nothing we can't accomplish as Phantom Thieves.
Shouldn't we be able to help him out?
I think it's such a possible.
But that means we'll have to fight shadows again, doesn't it?
Indeed. That can't be avoided.
I'm sure we'll manage. Right?
I want help.
Even if you guys are still just fledglings, this means we're an actual organization now.
Fledglings? That's actually pretty fitting for us.
Oh, hey, look, Keith.
All right, it's settled. We're gonna catch all these shitty adults by surprise and make ourselves known to the world.
Are you okay being our leader?
No objections here? I can't handle all that responsibility stuff.
Where's my say in this? But Lady An made the recommendation, so I'll allow it.
Stop being a fucking simp.
Well, should we decide on a name for our group? I just went with Phantom Thieves of Hearts last time, but don't you think a real name would be cooler?
Ooh, I've got it. I want it to be something, but let me see. How about...
I'm getting the real Little League Baseball feel from it.
Well then, how about Tilefish Poêlée? That's what I ate earlier. It's...
Oh no, you idiot!
Well, I'm bad with names, so let's just go with the Phantoms.
Huh. That's not bad at all.
A good name. For a rookie.
We going with that?
Well, now that the name's set, who's our next target?
There are tons of rotten adults and all. Why not just stick to targeting big names?
Like a CEO?
Yeah, something along those lines. If we go after some bigwig, it's gotta get on the news, right? Don't you think more people would believe in us if we did that?
That's not a bad idea. For you, Ryuji.
True. If we become better known, we might be able to give courage to a lot more people. I don't really like the idea of just picking someone out of the blue, though.
Let's narrow it down to someone we can all agree on then.
So we need a bigwig we decide on unanimously.
I like that unanimous decision part. It's like we're making some kind of pact.
Now then, this is the official formation of the Phantom Thieves organization.
Oh no! Our time for the buffet ran out.
I guess we'll just have to talk more tomorrow.
Yeah. Go back to the interrogation.
Another world in which people's distorted cognitions take shape? Stealing treasure to change hearts? And on top of that, a talking cat told you all this. Honestly speaking, that all sounds absurd. It's hard to believe that this is even worth listening to. Still, it can't be considered nonsense when parts of it align with Kamoshida's confession. The same goes for the testimonies of the officers who arrested you. But so be it. At any rate, you mentioned something more important. These two other accomplices, besides this talking cat thing that appeared in your story. From what you've been telling me, they're students at the same school, aren't they? Perhaps? Don't take me for a fool. Very well, I'll leave it at that. Let's continue on. The questioning's not over anyway. If you are making this up, the cracks in your story will prove it. The next to receive a calling card was this individual. A master of Japanese arts, Ichiryusai Madarame. It's even more incomprehensible than Kamoshida as to why this man was targeted. Where did you come to know him? And how did you learn of his crimes when you weren't a victim of them? Start by telling me what you all schemed.
Yes. Hahaha. No, yeah, you just never stop eating.
Oh!
Now listen up.
What do you want to do?
Make sure you close up.
Let's keep studying.
Wow!
Rank up. There we go.
All right.
Well then.
Back in the Belmont room.
First off, I'd like to begin by congratulating you.
To think our master would give words of praise.
You better treasure this moment, inmate.
Shut up.
You have encountered allies who share your
your
ideals,
ideals,
and you have
and
found your place in reality. The time has come. Your rehabilitation will soon begin.
Okay.
I shall
So
explain it to you now. You
have the special potential. However, that must be refined into a useful power.
It is weak now,
but refining it shall grant you the strength to stand against the
coming ruin. That is the rehabilitation cast upon you. There are various means by which you may gain the power to resist the ruin. Fighting shadows and gaining experience is one way. The fusion process I taught you prior is another.
This is all possible because of our master's guidance, inmate.
Though it may be presumptuous of us, we have words of wisdom as well.
When you're out in reality, you better hone your relationships with those you have contracts with.
Spending time with those people will lead to the cultivation of your relationships with them.
If you've got time to waste, you'd better visit your contractors, inmate.
That is another source of power to evade the ruin that our master has mentioned.
Thanks to the contracts you formed, your heart is steadily gaining the power of opposition. It seems the rehabilitation is going well. This is a truly joyous occasion. I shall grant you an ability befitting of your newfound growth. Consider it a gift. May the devotion to your rehabilitation grow even deeper. I have high hopes for you.
Power Star. Increase your person's.
All right.
The time has come. Return to your brief moments of rest.
And don't forget to go talk to your contractor's inmate.
Shut up, Caroline.
Have you heard?
Wow!
Like you heard last week, gym class is canceled today. Instead, I'm supposed to give you some guidance.
Okay,
The
thank you.
gist is, don't go around talking about the incident. The police are still investigating Mr. Kamoshida, so I can't say anything myself. As a teacher, though, I'm ashamed for not having noticed that a student was suffering like that. I'm not defending him, but as a colleague, he just seemed like, well, a normal person. Honestly, it still doesn't feel real. I guess people can have multiple sides to them.
The teachers have it rough, huh?
Oh yeah, I just remembered something I learned about psychology. They say that humans have several different personalities hidden in their subconscious.
Different personalities?
Oh, to be clear, I'm not talking about multiple personality disorder. These different personalities can be a different gender or a different age from you. I mean, if you think about how gods and monsters and myths were first based on the human image, if you actually saw one of those personalities with your own eyes, it might look like a monster. You all seem more alert than usual. Did I finally talk about something that interests you? Well, I'm just saying what I've heard. It feels like I just now understood what I learned long ago.
It ain't much, but we've been getting more postings on the Phantom Aficionado website. I want to make my friend apologize for not returning the stuff I lent him. Deal with that yourself.
Hey, those girls.
You know that Phantom Thieves rumor about stealing Kamoshida's heart? I wonder if it's true.
It's gotta be made up. Do you seriously believe they exist?
But look what happened to Kamoshida.
He probably just couldn't keep hiding it after that girl tried to kill herself.
Yeah, you might be right. I guess there's no way they really exist.
Most importantly, it seriously sucks that our school is gonna be known for stuff like this.
I wonder if it'll affect our college entrance.
That's probably a normal reaction for now, but they'll see soon enough. If we can take care of 2 or 3 famous guys, people will have to believe we exist.
So about those big shots, we don't have any leads yet, right? Plus, there's that rumor about you two threatening Kamoshida, too.
Looks like you'll just have to live a normal, honest school life for the time being. Still, make sure you stay prepared just in case anything comes up, alright?
I'll keep an eye out for info on any big shots that might be coming around.
And I'll try to dig up some dirt online.
We went and formed the Phantom Thieves group, but we can't even find a target.
It's not going to be that easy.
I guess sometimes things just don't go the way we want them to.
It's not that
Excuse
easy.
me. Did you wish to see me, Principal Kobayakawa?
Oh.
You saw the state Kamoshida-kun was in, didn't you? It's as if his personality has completely changed. Something is definitely wrong here.
I'm not sure I follow.
From what I've heard, it appears as though some students were meddling in his business. If they did something to him, who could they be?
Are you saying that these students may have caused Mr. Kamoshida to change?
That is what I wish to know. Even if it takes some probing into student matters, I would like you to look into this for me.
It is true that there are many rumors regarding Mr. Kamoshida, but do you mean all of this talk about those Phantom Thieves?
It is undeniable that Mr. Kamoshida has changed in some way. I'd like to have a grasp of the cause. This shall also ensure that I handle the mass media and police in the correct fashion.
Oh.
I will continue speaking to Mr. Kamoshida myself. Unless you find whoever did this, these irresponsible rumors will likely never die down. Don't you agree? You have been at the top of your class since day one. Your conduct is good, and teachers favor you. I can write you a recommendation for any college of your choosing, Makoto Nijima.
There you are, Makoto.
Thank you.
Your lineage must certainly play a part in this excellence.
Two Makotos in persona. Makoto Yuki and her.
Your sister is still young, yet she holds an admirable position at the public prosecutor's office, no? If something disappointing were to happen here, that wouldn't reflect very well on your sister. Do you understand?
Yes.
God damn it.
How wise. It's no wonder you're our student council president. I'd appreciate if you'd look into this as soon as possible. I ask that you begin at once.
Yes. If you'll excuse me then.
God damn it.
It's me, sir. My apologies for troubling you at such a busy time. Yes, it's about the matter we discussed earlier. I have all bases covered. The investigation will begin immediately. Of course. Yes, I will get results. I should be able to update you soon. Well then, I must be going. Thank you very much for your time.
This is not going to go well. God damn it, Ryuji.
Hey, are you listening?
Hey, I'm a me. You pay attention. Ow! Oh no, like it hurts. Around the forehead.
Pay attention.
That's what you get for dating me. Jesus, they have no respect for the honor. Good grief, you need more proficiency. Seriously, why? Oh, hey.
Hey, have you
You look
seen
better.
the Phantom Aficionado website?
I've heard of it.
I'm the one who started it.
Oh.
You guys are the Phantom Thieves, aren't you?
What?
Sorry. Although, if things really are as I think, I should keep it a secret. Kamoshida used me, And I did some horrible things to you guys. This isn't much of a way for me to apologize for it. But if there's anything I can do to help, just let me know. I'm glad to hear that.
It's not just Kamoshida. There are tons of evil adults out there.
But I'm sure the Phantom Thieves will do something. They can't let this end after just one target. That's why I wanted to make a forum where people could post their problems. There are probably a lot of people who have high hopes for the Phantom Thieves' next move. So, I've also implemented an anonymous poll on the site. Do you believe in the Phantom Thieves or not?
I want to work on this forum so eventually it'll be packed with tons of supportive posts.
I'd really like to help out in the Phantom Thieves' acts of justice. Can I, please?
It's up to you.
In that case, I'll just do what I want.
It's just a bonus heist.
Besides the public's reaction to your group, there were others who supported you. Someone who enthusiastically cheered the Phantom Thieves on. Perhaps they were quite close. What do you have to say to that?
I am thou.
Thou art I.
Thou
hast acquired a new vow.
It shall become the wings of rebellion that breaketh thy chains of captivity. With the birth of the moon persona, I have obtained the winds of blessing that shall lead to freedom and new power.
All right. See you. We heard all that. Jeez. It was a little awkward trying to figure out when to walk over here.
So that forum is Mishima-kun's.
Has he figured out our identities?
Even so, I think it'll be fine. You seem to be playing it cool.
I guess we should have a little chat about this later.
I will say, though, a forum where people can post problems may prove unexpectedly useful.
Yeah.
Anyways, we gotta get looking for a new target.
And we need to stay sharp until we manage to find one. Once we do, we'll have to head into another palace. So we should prep our equipment and...
Wait! Oh, crap!
What's with you?
Don't we have an exam coming up?
Damn.
Judging by that reaction, I'd assume you're going to struggle this time, too.
It's not like you're any better. All you're good at is English.
I'd rather that than be bad at every subject. Even your Japanese is questionable at best, Ryuji.
What's questionable is whether you're really even a human. Good comeback, huh?
Let's discuss this with our fists.
Bring it.
Will you two stop it?
God damn it.
Okay. Hey!
come on.
Huh? Okay. Sounds good. Alright, which one? Alright. You should be grateful. I guess that's fine. Come again.
Wow!
Hey, inmate!
Can you please stop kicking me?
You'd like to read read here. Is this what you want? Commanding it is beyond you. Is this what you want? This persona?
Saya.
Is this what you want?
She's supposed to be from the Aeon Arcana. Seeing some of the names of the Arcanas have changed.
Is this what you want? This persona?
Tower Arcana, supposed to be of the Hunger Arcana. Magatsu Itsunagi.
Is this what you want? You'll withdraw this persona? Then accept this persona. Are you finished?
What? No slacking off!
Well then... Oh. And?
So why do you come here? Are you under the care of another hospital? I heard rumors about this. I need you to examine her. She is diagnosed with bronchitis, but the medicine he was given hasn't been working at all. She has a fever that won't go away. She's losing weight because she's not hungry. Young girl losing weight is over a bigger hospital. I can provide her for examination here. We'd be going to a big hospital, University of East Shinjuku. But they all tell us that it's persistent bronchitis. The University Hospital in Shinjuku. The doctor performing exams that he is an assembly line. He's famous or something. Famous doctor, huh? I'm just a general practitioner. Here in this text you can see I don't even have any stuff. Oh, wait, I've heard there's a medicine can only be acquired here. Please, I'll pay you. Please, please just examine her.
Hey!
Hold on. My chest really hurts. Nothing.
What?
Sure. Fine. Is your vision blurry? How about your throat? Does it hurt? No sense of swelling. Are you sure you told me everything about her symptoms and treatments you've tried so far? Yeah, I'm sure.
Hello?
Hello, Uehara-san? Uehara! Hey, Sayako! Oh, she's mentioning the nurse from Persona 4! Hey, I recognize the name. There's something I like to... I see. I guess the ones that stop behind. There's a ship other section. Bring the contents to the second drawer on the assembly. You'll need to help me mess with the mess. And bring the beaker with the red label on the fridge. Tower, wash basin, and measures.
Fine.
Well, what are you waiting for? Get moving. Thank you so much. I didn't expect her to recover so quickly. It was a very unique strain of an infectious. Can't be detected by conventional exams. I temporarily suppress the senses. We will have to make adjustments to conditioning. Okay, that'll be 1 million yen for today. A million yen? That's outrageous. You're taking advantage of. I mean, alright, I agree with you. Well, take credit cards, do you? I'll go withdraw some cash now.
What?
Wait, you're actually going to pay? By the way, that was not to mention. Was the medical chief or staff Ayumara? Yes, are you familiar with him? Anyway, in that case, I'll make this pretty short. 3? Or so. Not really. But there is a certain amount of satisfaction being patients without permission.
By the way,
thanks for your outdoor service. We want to perform a very special exam on you today. Yeah. So he is your assistant. He's awfully young. Yeah, it's my assistant. Guinea pig. He is about to put a lot of hard work today, aren't you? Rank 4.
Alright.
Doctor, can I go back to school now? Not for a while. You need to start eating and regain your strength first. Can you do that for me? Yes, thank you, Doctor. Don't mention it. Your turn. I wonder what kind of response you'll have to this. Maybe you're wondering what to make it home.
bye.
Okay, good work today. How are you feeling now? Did you try this kind of a problem? But maybe it was just because of the... Especially after proving that girl's consultation without permission. But she ended up okay. Oh, you still got an attitude. Hang on. Here. I'm trying to do more still compared to... Charles takes your call. Huh?
That's the key to this place. You get to lock up from now on. I can't keep waiting for you to come home. Don't start any fires, okay?
God damn it.
Got that?
What would you like? Please consider what I have to say. You.
What are your thoughts? Oh! Right. Oh. Come on.
Can't until I erase my cards. God damn it.
Wow. Well. What's up?
Wait up, okay?
Welcome.
I'll be taking that, thank you.
Wow. Well.
Let's go there. Well, I don't know if I'm doing good or I'm doing bad. I'm just playing what I'm playing.
You want to know why? I use pies. Cakes are too quick. You can't savor all the little taste sensations you see when forced to choose. Cake or
What
pie. People show you their true
the?
taste.
Look at Morgana.
I am nothing like you.
Why is Morgana such a
You're
cute pet?
psychopath who bakes for money.
It's absolutely ridiculous, but the protagonist face really touched me. There we go, and ranked up, consider it.
All right.
Let's head back.
Oh, it goes to the right. I can see the screen. We'll see how this goes. What?
Yep. Open your textbooks. Do you know the answer?
This is it.
Exactly.
Alright.
Nice going!
Again?
None of these posts are any good. Everyone's just bitching about their parents or their boyfriends. There ain't even a hint of a hint about a new palace.
We can't get everything online. Finding a post with a name and location is asking a lot.
Guess we just gotta find one ourselves then.
Are you seriously suggesting we look for a target that even the police have overlooked?
Yeah, you're right. We should probably just hold off till exams are done with, huh?
I mean, seriously, those stupid bots.
We can wait and see for a little longer, then worry about coming up empty-handed if it happens.
Oh.
Huh?
This place is off limits, you know.
We'll get out of here once we're done chatting. Anyways, what's Miss Council President want with us?
The troublemaker, the center of gossip, and the infamous transfer student.
Huh?
Interesting combination.
What are you talking about, Makoto?
Great way to start a conversation.
By the way, it seems as though you got to know Mr. Kamoshida pretty well.
Not really.
Yeah, you know, he's only been here a month or so.
I heard Mr. Kamoshida used a volleyball team member to spread details of your past record. Don't you hate him? Mr. Kamoshida, I mean.
What's all this about? My friend here's an upstanding guy.
I don't mean to offend. Many students have been shaken up by what happened with Mr. Kamoshida. The rumors about that odd calling card-esque posting aren't going away either.
I didn't expect someone like you would care about that tactless stuff, Nijima-senpai.
Makoto Nijima.
I don't know that it was tactless. Anyways, we done here? We can't leave if you keep talking to us.
At least try to understand my position. Being forced to deal with this horseplay.
Horseplay?
Huh?
Ah yes, by the way. It's been decided that this place will be closed off due to the incident. I heard some people are coming up here without permission, after all.
God
I'm
damn
sorry
it.
to have interrupted you.
What was that about?
She's onto us. That girl seems rather sharp. We should be cautious of her.
She really pisses me off. Talk about a pain in the ass.
What else can you
That
do?
reminds me, study hard. Especially you, Ryuji. There are bound to be traps that will need to be solved with brains. Keep in mind that everything you do in your daily lives has an impact on your abilities.
True. Studying won't be so bad if we just think of it as helping us prepare to be phantom thieves.
I guess you got a point.
God damn it, Ryuji.
It's just so lame. I was all fired up about helping people, not about studying.
Well, I do have somewhere interesting to show you beforehand. You guys did originally promise to help me out with my mission after all.
Huh? Mission?
Follow me.
What is it?
What are you bringing us here for?
Just do as I told you.
Alright, I've got the Phantom Aficionado website up.
Look for a post with a full name in it.
I already said there's no info on any big shots, don't you remember? But man, people actually go put someone's real name on here. That's some scary shit.
You won't listen to what I say. No, wait. There's no name on this one.
Someone's bad-mouthing me in online chat rooms. This one's got a name.
Ignore those. Aren't there any posts about more serious trouble?
I don't know what to do about my ex who's stalking me. His name is Natsuhiko Nakanohara. It says he's a teller at City Hall.
A government worker stalking someone?
That should be a suitable target. Alright. Now get the meta-nav ready.
We're just gonna jump right into a palace? Fine by me.
Hey! What happened to all that talk of unanimous decision? What do you think we should do?
Do this.
That's what I'm talking about.
Okay then, let's go.
We need a name and a place, right? So the name is...
Actually, we don't need a location this time. Just enter exactly what I say. The key word is... Mementos.
Huh? What are you trying to pull?
Just listen to me. It should work. I think.
Ah, jeez. That again?
God
Mementos, was it?
Candidate found.
We got a hit?
Just as I thought.
Oh god, here we go.
Everyone disappeared. It kind of feels like I'm walking on air.
Is this that Nakanohara guy's palace?
That's half right, but half wrong. This is a type of palace, but it's different from the normal ones. Come on, let's head down. The shadows here lurk underground. I don't quite understand why. It may be because they're drawn to something.
Underground? How are we going to get there?
How? You use it every day on your way to school. Follow me.
Wait up, Cat.
Oh god, this is going to be bad.
The hell is this place? Wait, our clothes changed?
The shadows know we're here?
Since the moment we stepped in.
You should have told us.
We're still safe right here. I've come to investigate a number of times. Shadows never come up to this floor, but it's a different story once you go down. This place is simply teeming with them.
More importantly, what is this Mementos? It's about time you start explaining.
Yeah.
Mementos is everyone's palace.
Huh? What do you mean, everyone's?
A palace as grand as the previous castle only forms when a person's wishes are extremely distorted. So instead of many individual palaces, the general public has one gigantic shared palace. That's where we are now. Mementos.
Now that you mention it, this place feels a bit different from Kamoshida's palace.
When you say shared, you mean they're all put together? Even though they're just strangers?
Think of it as the collective unconscious. No, never mind. You wouldn't understand that.
So what you're saying is, using this place, we can even change the hearts of people who don't have a palace?
Correct. The steps to do so are slightly different, though.
But this place looks pretty huge. Are we gonna be able to get around just by walking?
Well, I'm in Mementos.
The time has finally come. Morgana! Transform!
God damn it, you're now a car!
Come now, Panther. Ladies first.
A car?
No way!
This comes from the way cognition materializes in the metaverse. Plus a bit of extra training. It's not dissimilar to how you guys transform.
You turning into a car is totally different than our clothes changing.
For some reason, cats turning into buses is an extremely widespread cognition among the general public.
Why a bus, though?
No idea.
Wait, why didn't you do this at the castle?
I would have if I could, but that castle was cramped. There were tons of stairs, and no way this fits on top of a chandelier.
Yeah.
Hey, Skull! Ladies first! Hey, stop pulling me! No, that's dangerous!
God damn it.
Arthur, please be gentle!
God damn it.
All aboard! Let's go!
You still need someone to
Why are you all
drive.
just sitting back there? I'm a car, remember? I'm not going anywhere unless someone drives me.
You can't drive yourself?
Do you know how to drive?
I'm driven in the game.
That's a bit worrying, but I'll let you handle it. I don't even have that experience to lean on.
Probably more skilled than I am, too.
Alright then, we'll leave the driving to you.
Now start the engine. You can't drive if it's not running.
Jeez, what a pain. Where's the key to this thing?
Why would you need a key? There's a switch just down next to the steering wheel. That tickles. Lower, lower. Oh, there. That feels so good.
Is that purring I hear? Oh, what a creepy-ass car.
Don't underestimate my meowdery engine. We're going full throttle. It's time to fly!
Oh my god. Well then, here we go. My life hates me. Thing's not even hot. I'm just going to end it here. I thank you all for coming. Damn it. See you next time. Thank you.